There's been some news that solar panels now break more frequently. What's up with that? How serious is it? My name is Jason, and in this video, I'm going to briefly talk about what's going on with solar panels and share some good advice on how to avoid breakage. So with that, let's get to it. So what exactly is happening? Well, last month, PV Magazine published an article called "Spontaneous Glass Breakage on Solar Panels on the Rise." According to the article, industry experts report an increase in solar panel glass breaking in the field, sometimes even before commissioning. The authors claim that the reason for this is that the solar glass has gotten weaker. Manufacturers try to make the glass thinner, you see, to improve the production. But, well, that brings its own problems. The panels used to pass the impact tests with a big safety margin, and now, hey, they just barely qualify. The first thing I want to clear up here is that when and how solar panels break in the first place. The first common situation when it happens is, well, just careless delivery. Whether it's a freight company that delivers the panels or it's just you driving them home, you've got to remember, it is glass after all. Careless or DIY installation is also among the common reasons for breakage. Not only can an installer accidentally drop a panel and break it, but, well, he also might, for example, pick the wrong mounting for a panel. Wrong installation can make panels more vulnerable to extreme weather, which is the third most common reason for panels breaking. The glass may crack because of thermal stress, for example. If you decide to wash your panels with cold water on a hot day, strong wind can tear off the panels from your roof if they're installed incorrectly. And finally, as PV Magazine experts mention, about half of solar panel losses are caused by hail. But now, what does this situation mean for the industry? Well, look, it's not the first time it goes through something like this, and it's likely that the manufacturers are going to roll back it a little and bring the thick glass back. The article brings up an interesting point, though, that there may soon appear climate-specific solar panels. Right now, most panels are sort of a catch-all. You use the same models in coastal areas, hot places, and, well, wherever else. But we may see in the future sturdier panels for states where hurricanes are common, or panels that resist heat better for hot areas, and so on and so forth. So does this news mean you should hold off going solar? No, I don't think so. In our opinion, a few precautions will minimize your risks and render your solar system safe. So let's go over a few tips that our engineers here at A1 SolarStore have come up with. First, the choice of a panel is important. If you live in an area where hail, hurricanes, and tornadoes are common, well, you're going to need sturdy panels. I would turn to brands like Panasonic, Mission Solar. They're just built a bit better than those Chinese panels. You can look at the data sheet and check the maximum front load of a panel. Chinese panels are often rated at 2,400 pascals, which is roughly comparable to wind of 140 miles per hour. If the panel is rated for 5,600 pascals maximum front load, it should be able to withstand winds of 200 miles per hour just fine. If you live in a tornado valley or Florida, don't pick large panels. By that, I mean, don't pick panels that are over 500 watts in power output. The more powerful solar panel is, the larger and the more floppier it is. The windage of a large panel is high. If there is a strong wind, it gets under the panel and may very well tear it off from your roof. 400, 450 watts, good. Above 500, wouldn't recommend. Second, when it comes to delivery, avoid ordering solar panels from far away. And if a carrier has to travel, say, 2,000 miles to get to you, there is a high chance that some panels just won't make it. The smaller your order is, the less safe it is. When a customer wants less than 10 panels, we definitely recommend that they pick up the order themselves from one of our fulfillment centers, because we know that small orders break more often. Again, bigger panels of 500 watts and above are more fragile than anything below. Third, when it comes to installation, you just have to find a good installer. We've got a separate video on it here, and I suggest you go and check it out. Also, the link is in the description below. Very important, there are situations where it is tempting to just lay solar panels flat. For example, if you have a flat roof, don't. First of all, they won't work as well unless you live on the equator. Second, the first hail is going to decimate them because the ice balls will not bounce off the panels. It's like the windshield of a car. The reason why it is angled is because it resists damage better. Fourth, If you know that a hurricane is coming, you can call your installer and ask them to take the panels off the roof. After the storm passes, they'll put them back on. Now look, sometimes these expenses are covered by the insurance company of the installer, but it's just one of those things that you should ask about first beforehand. With hail, look, it doesn't work like that because hail is much harder to predict. If your panels are insured against hail, then you should receive compensation if the panels are broken. To lower the risks of damage though, you can use protective covers or hail nets for solar panels. So how do we go about the problem of solar panels breaking because of shipping? Well, if you order solar panels at A1 SolarStore and some panels arrive broken, we replace them if it is indeed the carrier's fault. And obviously, we always warn the customer if the risk of damage is higher than normal. For example, if they want to order shipping for panels that have to travel a long way. And well, that's basically it for what I had to say on the subject. But hey, what are your thoughts? Please share them in the comments below, and we'll get back to you later on that. Subscribe, come check out our magazine, and visit A1 SolarStore now. I'm Jason. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.